really sorry. I apologize for wearing sunglasses because something happened with my eye this morning. So bear with me, okay? At least you got something new today. So today we're gonna be talking about a reading. So with this book is called The Anthropocene Reviewed by John Green. So what is the content of the book? Well, basically just like review. Like if you guys ever like doing something like online, buying something online like from Amazon, something like that. Yeah. Then you might or might not like leaving some comment, right? Like a review. That's basically what's going on with this book. Or maybe like you like watching YouTube videos and you happen to be, I don't know, wondering about a product they would like to purchase, but you're not really sure. So you look up on the internet, on YouTube maybe, for a review of that product. That's also a review. So basically, the content of the book is like pages of so many titles talking about so many things being reviewed by the writer John Green. So before we actually start here, I would like to first of all ask, what did we do last week? If anyone remember. Yes, Adam. Yeah, last week we talked about something fiction, right? So today is actually the opposite of fiction. This is non-fiction. So compared to last week, we talked about how we changed the ending of The Little Mermaid. No, we don't talk about Little Mermaid anymore. We don't talk about Aladdin or anything related to any fiction or fairy tales, but we talk about non-fiction. In fact, this book is actually a collection of essays, and essays are non-fiction. And yeah, that's basically all. And here, let's take a look at what has been written down on the whiteboard. So here is one essay that I choose specifically for today. It's called The Internet. It's on the page 123. And what I want you all to do with this is just like we're gonna be like take a closer look for this. This is gonna be our reading for today. So the internet, this is the first paragraph of the book. We can like do this together, like reading aloud. When the internet first came to our house in the early 1990s, so far as I could tell, the internet was inside a box. The box required a bunch of technical skill to install, and then once my dad got the internet working, the internet was green letters on a black screen. I remember that showing my brother and me the thing the internet could do. Look, he would say, the internet show you what the weather is like right now in Beijing. Okay, so that's the very first paragraph. And the rest of the paragraph, I want you all to working on that. Okay? But first off, let's go to this part of the whiteboard. I want to be talking only a little bit, about reading. So there are two types of readings. First is extensive reading. Second of all is intensive reading. And what we're gonna do today for this class, a little bit of both maybe. So for extensive reading is the kind of reading that you would do by reading a lot of books, okay? And then for doing extensive reading, you can actually also do some reading logs, like you keep track of what you have read, like how many pages, how many paragraphs, and then book reports, like consisting of summary and then the explanation of the characters of the book, and then like the outline, looking for main ideas, and then do some presentation out of it. So next, for intensive, it's quite different, because if you like the expectation of reading when you do extensive reading is you get to read a lot of books. It's kind of contrary with intensive reading. You only read not so many books, but very intensive, okay? And there are something that can actually coming out from that. You can do language focus. You can focus on what subjects being used in the reading, and then what verbs, or is it active or passive, voice, something like that, and so on and so forth. You also can do something like closed passage, or in other words, missing words, and then jigsaw. Okay, and today we're gonna be focusing on doing jigsaw as well as book reports. Okay, we're gonna be doing jigsaw here now in the classroom, and then book reports for your homework later. Okay, so I will put distributed the the copy of this. Okay, so make sure everybody got the copy of the essay the internet. So there are like 12 pages of it. Okay, and I want you all to actually working on them in a group of 3, because there are like 12 of you. Okay, but first of all, is there anyone want to ask any question first before that? Yeah, Rose. Oh, okay, good question. So Rose asked a question, which one is better, extensive reading or intensive reading? I would say it depends on your goals, and it also, like, for me, it's basically better if you like combine between these two, extensive reading and intensive reading. Because if you could say, like, you could see like so many activities coming out of those two different readings, they are good, like equally good. So like, yeah, I would say for me, I would say like they're equally good. It only depends on the situation. Hopefully that answers the question. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, is there anyone else want to ask questions? Andy. Oh yeah. Okay, I would explain about how this works, how the jigsaw works. Okay, so there are 12 of you, and I'm gonna be assigning you all in a group. So Andy, Ross, and Adam in one group, and then Jisoo, Mike, and Katie, and then Courtney, Chris, and Stephanie, and lastly, the last group is Sam, and then Megan, and Charlie. Okay, so there are 4 groups of you. One group consists of 3, okay, 3 people, and one person responsible for 4 groups, for 4 paragraph, okay, or 3. Okay, my mistake. I'm not really good with numbers. Okay, one person gonna be responsible for 4. Okay, so each one in the group will focus on 4 based on this one essay. And then right after that, you will split into a different group where you will be grouped with your other friends. Okay? And then you bring everything that you got, that you focus on from the group you were put before initially, to the next group, and then you tell each other what you got, what you're looking for. Okay, what you're gonna be looking for: a summary, a main ideas, verbs, and an active passive voice. It's basically like okay, you're gonna be like one person with focusing on 3 paragraph, right? Or 4? 4. Okay, sorry, my bad. 4. So each one of you will focusing and responsible for 4 paragraph in the first group. Okay, and then after that, we will be split into the other group, and then you will talk with your other friends. You make another group, and then you will share. Okay, because we don't have forever now, because we don't have a lot of time during the class, so we're gonna do some group stuff. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Okay, all done. Now go to your new group and share what you got. Okay, very nice. I hope this works. I hope this, like, you got a glimpse of what the essay is really about, right? Because this really, I don't know, relatable with you, I guess, with your generation. Like, you always use the internet every every day with social media and stuff, right? So I hope this reading is interesting and you get to read the rest of the essays in the book, okay? And for the homework, I will be assigning you for the other essay. It's about Googling strangers on page 221 because I think that's interesting. But if you would like to pick other titles, other essay, that's also okay. That's also fine. Just let me know, okay? And next week you will need to submit that in forms of book reports, okay? So you're gonna do a summary of that, how many characters in the essay, and maybe a little bit of what the subject you can find, and then active passive voice and the verbs. Okay? So I wanna see you guys next week. Thank you.